Hello and welcome to the Caymanas Park Highlight Show. In this week's edition, we'll review the race card from Saturday, the 27th of July. 10 races contested, including the 7th race feature, the 4th running of the Shea-Man-Eater Trophy. We begin with race 1. This was an optional claiming event with a 13-horse field set to go 5.5 furlongs. The 10-horse Schlesinger again saddles up for a new barn and was expected to get a share of the spoils for his new connections.
They're off for the first. Barry Path. It's a decent start, along with Estelita beginning to drift across, Smokescreen overtaking. Schlesinger in the yellow is also traveling well right alongside that Matriarch. Freedom for Eds in the blue silks race is nearest to us, crushing Paul the Grey a couple of lengths in behind as they charge up now inside the last quarter. On the far side, a Matriarch is running quickly with Beautiful Brand and Excuse Me Goodbye. Freedom for Eds and Schlesinger now nearest to us. Asked to come into it now, that's Boss Izzy, but Matriarch holds the lead. Inside the final furlong, it is Matriarch out in front and driven flat out to hold the advantage inside the final 16. Matriarch is coming away from them on the terrific Tevin Foster. They win, easing down in the end. Could be Boss Izzy, close between right against the stand, Schlesinger, Excuse Me Goodbye, and Beautiful Brand, all in a tight finish.
Amanda upset win to start the day at 8-1. Matriarch with the leading rider. Terrific Tevin Foster in the Saturday for trainer Casher Kewal Singh and owner Gilbert Kewal Singh. The Kewal Singh brothers team up there with Matriarch in a gate-to-wire performance. Very sharp performance at 700 meters rate of 3.5 furlong straight. Didn't break stone to stride today. Broke fast, broke winging, and showed them a clean pair of heels throughout to get an 8-1 upset victory.
A familiar Tevin Foster upset to open the Saturday card. The Kwalsing brothers teaming up to take the day's first event with their not-so-fancied Matriarch, who was sent off at odds of 8-1. Race 2 was a restricted allowance event over 5 furlongs round. A small field of 6 declared to face the starter. Leading jockey Foster looking for a quick double aboard the Anthony Dixon conditioned, the 3-5 favourite, Dancing with a Cat.
They're off and racing. Shorty misses it and marginally is left at the back of the field as Minnie the Whack has that lead. Right against the rail, that's Dancing with a Cat. Adenosine comes next. Beside Adenosine, that's Principal Tiffany. Then comes Princess Empress Nakilia, and racing at the back of the field, a Shorty. They head toward the 3 furlong point, and it is Minnie the Whack on that lead. On the outside and coming around that Adenosine. So it's Minnie the Whack and Adenosine. These two sharing the lead. Dancing with a Cat hustled up and asked for more. Then comes Principal Tiffany, Empress Nakilia, and racing at the back of the field, a Shorty there at the furlong and a half pole. And it is Minnie the Whack slipping away about a length and a half from Principal Tiffany, trying hard to get from Adenosine, trying hard. Principal Tiffany coming up the rail. It's Minnie the Whack in front of Principal Tiffany giving chase, but it's Minnie the Whack still in front. It's Minnie the Whack to land the second one. Minnie the Whack will go on to win by just about a length and a piece from Principal Tiffany racing in a second. Then comes Dancing with a Cat. Got tied for fourth. Could be Empress Nakilia or a Shorty.
Minnie the Whack makes it a gate-to-wire performance in race number 2, and that's Shane the Canterman Ellis, fresh from Canada, fresh from Woodbine, back in the island, and of course to program Crown Chaser for the Derby on the 6th of August. So Shane getting in his groove here at Caymanas Park. Last time he was here, he won a couple of races, so he's well renowned here at Caymanas Park. Indeed, the Canterman shows them the way aboard Minnie the Whack in race number 2.
Trainer Oral Hayden's Minnie the Whack clinches the day's second event under a good ride from the returning Shane Canterman Ellis, the 50-year-old fresh from the Woodbine Canada stint, and adding another win to his tally on local soil. Race number 3 was a restricted allowance race for native-bred 3-year-olds, non-winners of 2 and also maiden importees 5 years old and up. A modest field of 8 declared to go a distance of 5 furlongs round. Hall of Fame inductee and 14-time champion trainer Philip Fiani saddled all 3 importees listed in the lineup.
Out of holes, then they're off. Fearless Force misses it. Unbelievable Force didn't get away that well either, but now begins to catch up as the field race away now toward the final half of a mile. Ride Natty Ride just in front of a fair, pressing on the outside. Unbelievable Force has caught them and now asked to go by them as they race toward the 3. Crypto Girl is racing back there in 4th spot. Undisclosed location races next as they leave the 3. A break back to first offense, Titan Tempo, and Fearless Force with a lot to do from there. They're coming now into the top of the lane. Unbelievable Force has taken that lead. Affair is battling down against the rail. These two separated by maybe a length as Unbelievable Force now begins to shake loose. Unbelievable Force out in front. A tap or two of the right-hand stick. Affair running the rail. Crypto Girl now trying to close that gap, needing to find a length and 3/4 as Unbelievable Force is making hard work of it. And now here is Affair down against the rail and Crypto Girl kicking in on the outside, and Crypto Girl snatches the lead and will win it over Affair, undisclosed location, close between Titan Tempo and Unbelievable Force.
So Crypto Girl gets the job done for the local Breds. Great ride there by Matthew Bennett, and of course good training job by Donovan Plummer for Owner Headback Racing. And when you see USA on the program nowadays, it's just not the same as yesteryears. Normally when these horses are imported, they usually are very imposing in terms of their figure when coming out onto the racetrack, but it's not the same at all in recent times, in recent months or years. And Unbelievable Force was expected to brush these aside, but indeed was brushed aside inside the final furlong, led at the furlong pole, but thereafter found nil. So the local Breds ruled the roost in race number 3. Crypto Girl got the better of Affair and undisclosed location. So 1 for the local Breds there, 1, 2, 3 in the third event. Titan Tempo, the best of the importees, to check in 4th.
A good ride by the fast improving jockey Matthew Bennett, winning aboard the 6-1 bet Crypto Girl for trainer Donovan Plummer and owners Headback Racing. They covered the 5 furlong course in 1 minute 2 3/5 of a second. Race 4 was another optional claiming event going 5.5 furlongs. 2023 champion jockey Ryan Lewis aboard the 3-5 favourite Legal Bomb, breaking from the 1 draw.
They're off and racing, not a bad line as Stormer come jet into an early lead. So it's Stormer come on that lead right there too, and coming around that is Don Almighty on the outside. There goes Dodge This Link, then comes Duke of Springs accompanied by Sniper Manor overtaking Duke of Springs, then comes Baton Rouge, and racing at the back of the field, that's Legal Bomb. So it's Stormer come on that lead, about 3 lengths in front of Dodge Sling, chasing in second, right against the rail. That is Don Almighty, right on the outside of Don Almighty, that Sniper Man. Then comes up Duke of Springs, Baton Rouge, and is still out at the back of the field. Legal Bomb there at the top of the lane, and Stormer Come is still in front. Here comes on the outside now Dodge Sling. It's Stormer Come, Dodge Sling also coming on. That's Don Almighty coming on, threatening against the rail, and now it's Dodge Sling. Now hits the front, it's Dodge Sling. Here comes, still coming on in the inside, that's Don Almighty, but Stormer Comes has more, and Stormer Comes now begins to blow strong. It's Stormer Come beginning to come away from them, and Stormer Come landing the 4th. Got tight for 2nd, could be Don Almighty over Dodge Sling, and Duke of Springs in 4th.
A mild upset win there by Stormer Come, ridden by Jordan Barrett for owner trainer Patrick Lynch, aka the Professor. And that's of course a stablemate of the 3-5 favorite Legal Bomb. Legal Bomb broke in a tangle with Ryan Lewis and was last from that stage onward, and did not raise a serious gallop there. So it was left for Stormer Come to get the job done in upset fashion, but was hounded at the furlong pole by Dodge Sling and Don Almighty. One on the outside, one on the inside. But Stormer Come began to blow strong again and quickened away.
A mild upset by the 7-1 bet Stormer Come, with jockey Jordan Barrett in the saddle for ace trainer Patrick Lynch. In 2nd place was the fast finishing Don Almighty. 3rd to Dodge This Link, and the fading Duke of Springs had to settle for 4th. Saturday's 5th race was an optional claiming race going 6.5 furlongs or 1,300 metres. A 10-horse field reduced to 9 with a scratch of Prosecco from the 3 box, leaving the race wide open.
They're off. XY Stoles staggers out with Nala's Bushman as usual. That one will be running late as they blast past the 6. Sensational goal going for it with Sticky Don on the rail, these two eye to eye. Nakamura the favourite, tracking them in their slipstream in 3rd. Traditional Boy races up next. Genealogy joins that one as they run past the 5, a break of some 3.5 lengths back to Angelos. XY Soul racing on the outside of Right in Flight, and Nala's Bushman continues to race at the back. A half a mile to run into that turn for home they spin. And a sensational goal now asked to shake loose. Sticky Don is there. Nakamura now stoked up and gets going. These 3 in a tight clump as they head toward the 3. Genealogy is under the pump and asked to make a 4-length deficit. In behind them, Traditional Boy. A gap back to Angelos, Right in Flight. XY Soul is next, and Nala's Bushman hopelessly out of it at the back of the field as they're turning into the lane. A quarter of a mile to run. XY Soul, rather Nakamura, toward the outside, picks up that lead. Sensational Gold tries to fight back, but it's the favorite Nakamura in a battle now with Sensational Gold. These two going at it, and now Nakamura points over Sensational Gold. Inside the final 16th, it is a Nakamura and Radish Roman drawing clear. Nakamura will romp the fifth event by maybe 4 lengths, could be more. Sensational Gold is second, then Angelos, Right in Flight, and Genealogy.
Nakamura justified the favoritism in race number 5 with Radish Roman right there for Trader Errol Burke. And the second favorite, Sensational Gold, gave a game effort there, completes the exact return 291. And the third choice of the betting, that was Angelos, completes the trifecta. So the top 3 in order of the betting came through there with the favorite at 4-5, getting rid of the second favorite at 7-5, and the third favorite at 5-2.
Last season's most improved jockey Radish Roman romps the 5th event, taking control of the race from the top of the straight and showing the rivals a clean pair of heels all the way to the finish. It's now time for a break on the Caymanas Highlight Show. On the other side, we'll recap the rest of the card. Welcome back to the Caymanas Highlight Show. We pick up the recap with race number 6. This was a restricted maiden condition event for native-bred 3-year-olds who have not earned $280,000 or more in their lifetime. A 14-horse field set to go 5.5 furlongs or 1,100 meters. Trainers Al Brown and Patrick Lynch both had double entries in this wide-open contest.
Start to holding them. They're often racing. Rapida out wide, breaking slowly along with Sheer de Jour as it's a war up front. And now a breath of fresh air goes on for that lead. Awesome Line is right there too. Indestructible and right against the rail, that's Legend of Zara. Joining them, that is Radam, as Awesome Line could have had some trouble and is now being pulled up by the rider. They head towards a 3, and it is a breath of fresh air on that lead. Indestructible chasing along with Legend of Zara. Watch Radam making progress. Also coming on after that bad break, that's Rapida on the inside rail, and coming on too, that's Legend of Zara. They're at the top of the lane, but it is still a breath of fresh air on that lead and turning them back. Coming to the furlong and a half pole, it's a breath of fresh air. Chasing hard, that's Indestructible out wide, Radam, and Legend of Zara also coming on. That's Tiffany Blue, but a breath of fresh air is beginning to blow them away. A breath of fresh air at the half a furlong pole, and Omar Walker rolling over, but here comes Tiffany Blue, but coming too late. A breath of fresh air beats Tiffany Blue. Then comes Indestructible, and they finished in a heap for that 4th spot between Chief Dissidents, Legend of Zara, and Radam, all in a photo for 4th.
A nice win there by A Breath of Fresh Air, ridden by 6-time champion jockey Omar Walker for owner trader Philip Lee. And that damn City Flight was very talented indeed. And A Breath of Fresh Air, as I told you, well bred with the purpose, so to speak. Showed first signs of readability last time out and finished in 3rd behind Justin Big Time and Ken Sia. And today, A Breath of Fresh Air, second time laying 6, shows rivals a clean pair of heels.
A signature ride for the most decorated champion jockey at Caymanas Park, Omar Hot Walker, with 6 championships under his belt, shows his class and expertise in powering home with a 6-1 bet, A Breath of Fresh Air, to victory over the fast finishing pair of Tiffany Blue and Chief Dissident, 4th to Legend of Zara. Race 7 was the day's feature event, the 4th running of the Shea-Man-Eater Trophy, a Grade 1 event named after one of the most prolific and outstanding fillies ever to race at Caymanas Park, winning multiple stakes races and awards including Horse of the Year in 2017 and 2019, and copping the coveted Triple Crown also in 2017.
They're off for the Shea-Man-Eater. Fun Can't Done misses it at the back, gives away several lengths. The speedy Mamma Mia takes charge early and opens up a gap of some 3 to 4 lengths. Atomica going in chase in second. Big Daddy on the rail, joined by Further and Beyond, nosing just in front of that one. Fun Can't Done toward the back of the field. And last of all in the red, that's Fred the Great. Down the back stretch they go. They arrive at the 6. Mamma Mia, just the leader. Atomica, a half a length down on the outside, looking to have a lot in reserve as they run toward the 5. A gap of 8 or more lengths to Further and Beyond. Fun Khan done a length down on the outside. Big Daddy is next, and Fred the Great needs help as they charge toward the final half of a mile. It's a 2-horse race up front. Mamma Mia, the speedy ball on the rail. On the outside, Atomica trying to keep up with Mamma Mia. A huge gap opens up in the yellow silks to Further and Beyond as the leaders now make their way toward the final 3. Mamma Mia continues to fend off Atomica. Fun Khan Done has made ground just on the outside of Further and Beyond. A gap to Big Daddy fading, overtaken now by the long-time trailer Fred the Great as they'll come thundering now into the top of the lane, and it is Mamma Mia attempting to go all the way. Atomica darts down toward the fence. Fun Khan Done, the foreigner on the outside, now kicking in. Further and Beyond is left behind horses, but they run toward the furlong pole, and Fun Khan Done has now pointed on that lead. Mamma Mia may just have a little bit left. Atomica looks spent, forced down against the rail, and it's Fun Khan Done and Jordan Barrett. This is the 4th running of the Shea-Man-Eater Trophy, and Fun Khan Done upsets and wins by maybe 6 over Mamma Mia. Atomica, a dismal performance, finishing in 3rd. Fred the Great has come in 4th.
A massive upset over the Antipodes favourite and reigning 2-time Horse of the Year Atomica, beaten in commanding fashion by the Jason DaCosta pair of Fun Khan Done and last year's 1,000 Guineas and Oaks winner Mamma Mia. Jockey Jordan Barrett aboard the impressive importee came flying down the home stretch and finished 7 3/4 lengths ahead of the talented field. Jason DaCosta's second Shea-Man-Eater Trophy win this, following his score with King Arthur back in 2021. Race 9 Saturday was a restricted allowance event covering a distance of 1,100 metres, a competitive 9-horse field with Radish Roman getting the mount atop Gary Sabrati's Natural Dancer, the 3-5 favourite in the betting.
They're off. Fair start. Natural Dancer gets it with Blinking Light. They match shoulders. There goes on the outside, She's a Mirage. So the threesome heads toward the half mile. They share that lead. Digital Light racing just in behind them in 4th. James moving down on the outside as they arrive at the half mile and go spinning into the turn. She's a Mirage has that lead from Blinking Light and Natural Dancer. These 3 in a tight clump. James going after them, needing to find 3.5 lengths. Digital Light and Lion Charmer rub shoulders as they leave the 3. Urchigal racing just in between horses as they charge away now inside the final 5/16 and make their way now toward the top of the lane. It is a She's a Mirage out in front from Natural Dancer. James is racing out wide. Lion Charmer now asked to close up on the outside of horses as they dash away toward the final furlong. It's still a wide open affair. She's a Mirage and Lion Charmer over on the rail. James nearest to us, and James may just have that lead, but Lion Charmer now comes with a roar down against the fence, and Lion Charmer slips through to get that lead. It is Lion Charmer. James trying to take a shot at him, but Lion Charmer evades the bullet and will win it over James. Then She's a Mirage, Natural Dancer, and Grey Commander.
An upset win there by Lion Charmer, 11-1 for the leading rider, Terrific Tevin Foster. Can you imagine that? Wow! The Tevin Foster fans, they have made a bag of money today. Race number 1 was won by Matriarch at 8-1. So Tevin Foster and an 8-1 winner in race 1 and an 11-1 winner in race number 9. So you must be in a bag of money right now. Radish Roman has 1 win, and that came aboard a short prize favorite Nakamura. So things are definitely going the way of the Tevin Foster fans today. Lion Charmer 11-1, and how about that spanking double by the Professor Patrick Lynch 7-1 with Stormer come earlier in that same race where Legal Bomb was a 3-5 favorite and locks up the double at 11-1 with Lion Charmer. So a bag of money must be made by the Patrick Lynch Tevin Foster fans today.
Another Tevin Foster upset with an 11-1 outsider, this time aboard the Patrick Lynch conditioned Lion Charmer, who got the better of James in 2nd, Mirage in 3rd, and Natural Dancer in 4th. The 10th and final was the day's 2nd trophy event, the Donald Webber Senior Trophy, a restricted overnight allowance event for native bred 3-year-olds and up. A decent 12-horse field with the 3 importees, Provocativa, Chocomo, and Digital One, breaking from 9, 10 and 12 boxes respectively.
They're off on racing. Chocomo gets a good start. Right against the near rails, that is a Digital One. Also, they're racing quite prominently. Posing already leads the group in the middle. Over on the far side, that She's My Friend racing there alone as they come racing towards us. And it is Digital One and Opposing Already. These two are chanting the course. Also there in the mix, that is Chocomo. Chocomo right there too. Oh, Ranking has drifted across and is right in the middle as they come out of the chute and come to the furlong and a half pole. Digital One, Chocomo, and Posing Already. So Posing Already looks to have the slim lead from Digital One closest to the fence. This is where the race lies. Chocomo is right there too. It's Posing Already in front. Chocomo in front, and it's Chocomo in front, and Chocomo looks to have this one, and Chocomo beats Digital One. Posing Already. Then comes Fearless Soul and Sunset Silhouette back in fifth.
Robert Halladine gets his only win on Saturday's card, and in true hardball fashion, powering through inside the last furlong and a half to get the 5-1 bet Chocomo out in front and crossing the line a length and a half ahead of the fast finishing Digital One. This has been another edition of the Caymanas Park Highlight Show. See you next time.